right, let's go back live on TikTok now. Okay, let's get this mug popping, Cuddy. All right, we look what I look like. Diamonds on my neck, it's a good night. Hold up, little buddy, what I look like. Okay, let's go ahead and dive back into it. Sorry, you guys, I had a consultation. You know how it is when people purchase, when people pay, you know, I gotta go the fuck away, okay? You did, you know what I'm saying? So we had to do that real quick. We were about to do Jada Hada. We're gonna go ahead and dive into it for you at this time, Jada, and see what we got. In your realms, we're gonna look at your realms of love, money, health, spirit message. Okay, so we're gonna see what we got for you for Jada at this time. Now, you guys, make sure you guys hit the like, the follow, and the share button as well as you guys come into the live. I'm going to be giving you guys predictions as well, what I see, the timelines I see them in, and everything like that. So, Jada, when I look into your realms of love, you do have the Ten of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. So it could be very abundant love. You know, this love that you're experiencing, I feel like is going to really continue on. Like, this could definitely be someone that you end up marrying. You know, you have children, your children's children have children. You know, it's like this continuous energy. So very strong abundance coming through for you in the realms of love, though. Strong love, abundance happening for you. I do feel like when it comes towards your realms of career, you know, we see that you have this Nine of Cups popping up here, right? So I definitely feel like that you need to be in control of your emotions, you know, as more that was what you need comes in for you. Because, you know, it's almost like like the universe has shown you signs, and maybe it's giving you like little hints at things like, okay, check this out. You get to experience this for a little bit, but then it didn't last, you know. You got to go stay in a villa, you know, because really you're going to be living in mansions. You got to rent a nice car because you're going to drive only the best. You know, it's like the universe has already shown you different things. You might have experienced having some type of money come through for you, a good amount of money come through for you. And I feel like that there's more, or there's some type of opportunity that's going to happen to really bring this into your life as well, as you pursue forward. Now, in your realms of health, you do have the World card opening up for you. So this world, I thought it was the Lambo. One of the people here, they have this beautiful Lambo. I thought it was outside. But anyway, like I was saying, so you know, we do have the World card. So I feel like that you need to be more open towards learning at this time when it comes to your realms of health. I feel like that there's a lot that you could do. Like, even if you wanted to work in the fields of health, it would be open up for you. If you want to advance yourself, your body, or bring some type of like changes, like let's say that there's certain things that you don't like let's say you don't like your breast and you want to get your breast lifted, you know, this will be able to come through for you. You might learn something about that. Or let's say that you feel like something's going on with your breast, you know, you should go get checked, you know. I feel like that, but this will open up way more doors for you, Jada, as you do this right here. Now let's go ahead and go into your overall spirit message. The overall spirit message I'm getting for you at this time is that there is max abundance on the way. You just need to be patient, okay? I feel like that your patience and control of your energy is what's going to really help you to be able to see a lot of these things come through. It's like looking at a stock chart, right? Looking at a stock chart. When you look at a stock chart, it goes up and it just goes down. But if you're looking like at it like this, all you see is that the numbers going down. But when you pull out to a year, you see that everything's really going on an upward trajectory. So, I really feel like that you need to make sure that you're being in control of the emotions that you feel towards things. It might not feel like money is going to be flowing for you at this time, but really it is. You know what I mean? It might not feel like you're ever going to get as much money as you did that one time, but really you are. There's a lot of doors and opportunities that are opened up to you at this time. I feel like that you need to start to take advantage of them. I feel like that these doors, you're going to start to really notice that a lot of things have changed and a lot of opportunities have come in for you by the month of December. You're going to look back and you're going to notice. It might be on the 12th day of the 12th month, so no, excuse me. It might be on the 19th, okay? Something about the 19th right here of December. The 19th of December, you're going to really notice that your patience really paid off or whatnot. Everything worked out for you, and you're going to be able to receive something as well. Probably a large sum of money is my prediction I'm getting for you at this time. December the 19th, baby. That's what I got for you. We got coming up next, Monica the Scorpio. Let's see what we got from Monica the Scorpio. What's up with you guys over there? Pretty Gemini girl. How you doing, baby? Hello, Gemini. Cancer cusp. Gemini Cancer cusp. Oh, okay, you crazy. You cray. I'll put you on the list, baby. Let's get Gemini girl. Gemini girl is a Gem Cancer. I got you on my list, baby. Okay, are we adding anybody else on the list? If you guys want to get on the list, make sure you guys hit that like, that follow, that share button. If you guys have not, that way you guys can go ahead and make your way down here. I can see you guys, put you guys on my list, okay? We had to step out the live for a little bit to go do a consultation, but we are back now. You guys will be able to get yourself a reading for free. Oh, that's what Sirron. That's probably the first thing that you should probably put there would be that right there. That's a good point. What's up, Cheetah? I already got you on the list, fam. Hold on, y'all, for TikTok, y'all, hold on real quick. I need to do something real quick. I'm still live. I just got to change the name of my live. Y'all give me just 1 second. One second. Can I change the name of my live without ending the live? No? Okay, y'all just give me 1 second. I gotta reset the live. Tammy, what's up, Tammy? I just followed you, baby. I just gotta reset the live real quick so I can change the name of it, and then we're gonna start. Tammy, I got you right here, though, okay? Don't speak negative. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me switch it up real quick, because that is genius. Anytime you put the right words there, should be moving different. Let's put... Yeah. Bow. Hit him with that one. Ooh, that's going to be smooth. Yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? We over here making adjustments and shit, man. Like, that's the only way you're going to fucking grow. You gotta, like, evolve and shit. So I'm, like, evolving with my page. You know what I mean? I'm, like, learning from Chat GPT and shit. I'm, like, trying to get myself to higher levels. And I feel like everyone can get to higher levels, but we got to actually push ourselves to those higher levels. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing that's worse than being stuck in the same old system. You know what I mean? The key in life is to really work on yourself. How can you self-develop to become the best version of you? And then start doing things to become the best version of you. A lot of things in life tries to push us to maybe give ourselves to other people because we hear stories of people who sacrifice for other people. But ultimately, in this matrix that we're stuck in, the real thing that you're supposed to be doing in life is growing yourself. Once you have grown yourself and you've really developed yourself to a certain stage, then you're going to get married, or you're going to join in a relationship, or you're going to find a partnership. And then you guys invest in each other. But that person that you get with should have invested in themselves as well. That way they can invest in you. And it's balanced ground here. You know what I mean? So, you know, the purposes in life, if you're wanting more, you know, then work on you. Focus on what can I do for me, okay? Fuck thy neighbor. What can I do for my goddamn self, man? Well, I feel like this is... Does it look a little better? Okay, I like it a little more. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and dive into it for, who was this, Girl 23? Girl 23, we're going to look into your love, your money, your spirit message. Now, if you guys want to get in on my list, sheesh, you're going to have to wait a little bit. Right now, our free list is closed, but it will open back up after we knock more people off the list, okay? So our free list is closed right now, but we're all going to open it back up in just a little while. I just got to go through these last two people over here and then this list right here, okay? We're going to knock out these people. Once we get to our new page, we'll have an open list. Now, remember, you guys can always purchase your readings. We start off with $25 readings if you guys want to purchase your reading, or you can get in on my list, and it can be completely free, okay? You guys are going to look into your love, your money, your health, and then we're going to see a spirit message for you as well, okay? So definitely check it out. Definitely get on the list if you guys can. Right now, what I would suggest you do is you hit the like, the follow, the share button, or you guys go follow me on the YouTube and everything like that, because we are live on multiple platforms right now. Okay, so now, Girl 23, let's talk to you. So in your realms of love, you do have the Four of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. I do feel like there's a need almost for you to like guard your heart towards somebody. You know, there might be a person that you have strong feelings for. This doesn't necessarily have to be a spouse. It could be like a child, you know, but there's somebody that you have these strong feelings for. I say it could be a child because I want to give you this broad spectrum. It could be a lover or it could be a child. So when I say that there are these feelings, you know, they don't have to necessarily be romantic feelings. But there is this strong love here that's there, you know. But it's almost like you need to guard your heart towards these things. I feel like you also need to be strong, you know, and strong-willed, because it's like if you're not being strong-willed, I feel like that somebody would try to overpower you in a situation where you don't need to, and that could definitely be going on in your realms of finances. You know, it could definitely have to do with something like where somebody is crossing the line of the finances, or they're doing too much, and it's causing more conflict in your life. You know, so ultimately, I feel like you need to be a bit more guarded at this time and put up barriers, maybe, and also guard your heart. You know what I mean? Don't let people pull your heartstrings to try and make you do things. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that rhyme. Don't let people put on heartstrings to make you do things. You know, that rhyme. I see we got over for you. So we got the Strength card, clear, in the Four of Pentacles. So I do feel like I was saying earlier, in your realms of finances, right now, you could be saving, and I feel like your savings is getting stronger. You know what I mean? Like you have the strength to keep on going and advancing further. You could be reaching high numbers. You can start getting to the higher numbers when it comes towards your saving, like in like 40,000 saved, or more, just going up. You know, but I feel like that you need to really be getting into saving. If you're not currently saving right now, if you're not currently stacking right now, then I feel like there's something that you need to really start doing, because you're gonna get a lot from it. Okay, like something good's gonna come from it. Because there might be like some type of money or something that comes through for you as well. When I look over into your overall health, you do have the Five of Wands popping up for you at this time. So, you know, you could be feeling a little sick right now. You could definitely be feeling a little sick right now. It could have to do with your throat. What I see definitely could be like maybe it's a sore throat, or you're coughing or something like that. And I feel like it's not too much. You're gonna be fine, but you know it is something that you need to work on. Okay, I do feel like that as you tackle this, things will be better for you. I also feel like a lot of this has to do with your overall health, so your immune system as well. You got to work on that. Okay, you need to start to work on yourself because it's almost like your body's fighting germs. Okay, so be careful what you're putting in yourself. Make sure that you're only consuming things that is life, that's life giving, not poison. Okay, because they definitely want to feed us poison, especially if you're in America. Now, like, overall spirit message that I see for you at this time is that you need to guard. You need to start guarding yourself and guarding your life. Okay, you really need to start guarding yourself and guarding your life, your everything, your finances, not letting people or circumstances manipulate you. Okay, I feel like that you need to really start to hone in on your strengths, the things that you're good at, and really double down on them. You know, saving is going to be your friend at this time. There is new beginnings that's going to come in for you as you start to be strong. Okay, now at the same exact time, the universe is going to put you through situations where you have to be strong in because you want to be a strong person, right? Well, the universe sees that, and the universe is starting to put you in situations to where your strength is going to be tested, but you're going to be just fine. There's nothing here that says anything negative is going to happen from it, but I do feel like that you will be tested. Okay, within the next 5 days, I would say actually within the next 5 days, you're going to be tested. Okay, but you know you just need to make sure you're standing in your strength. Okay, within the next 5 days there is going to be some type of situation that pops up. That is my prediction for you. Okay, now let's go ahead and go down to Rainbow. What do we have for Rainbow the Capricorn? Rainbow the Capricorn, let's get your prediction in love, money, spirit mess, or health and spirit message. What's up, Shirley? Good to see you. Yeah, we back. Bow, bow, bow. All right, right now we're finishing off a list right now, you guys. So as soon as we finish this list, we're gonna start adding people on the list. But right now our free list is closed. Now we do have open space for the paid list. If you guys want to get on the paid list, you guys can start with $25 reading. We have $50 readings. We have $75 readings. You do not have to buy a reading to get a reading, though. Okay, you guys can always just watch the live. Let me get through this list, and then I'll put you guys on my free list as soon as we finish this page right here. Okay. As soon as we have a bit more space, we can go ahead and add more people. It's not a problem. But if you guys are pressed for time, just send 25 bucks in to the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. My link tree is in my bio, or going across the screen. If you guys are watching on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, or Facebook, you'll see the links going across the screen. Or if you guys are watching on TikTok, my link is in my bio where you guys can find all payment links. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, everything. All right, so now, Rainbow, let's talk to you real quick, Rainbow. So in your realms of love, you have the Eight of Swords popping up right now. So you could be having some type of fear or something blocking you at this time. Definitely could be your own fears that you're allowing, like your own thoughts that you're allowing to block you in your realms of love. Like, you know, maybe you haven't written somebody. It might be good for you to actually contact somebody or try contacting somebody. You know, or maybe you're thinking something is bigger than it really is, you know what I mean? And it's like you're putting more meaning to it than it really has. But ultimately, I feel like that your troubles are like the wind. They'll blow by you if you allow them. But don't allow fear to overflood your mind at this time. Because in your realms of finances, you do have the full card popping up for you. So definitely could be some new things popping up for you at this time. There could be some type of new responsibility coming in for you. At the same time, I feel like it's going to be some type of accomplishment. So, you know, I feel like it's almost like you're climbing the ladder. So it could be like a new role. You might have got a promotion or might be getting a promotion coming up for you at this time. Or you might have already got one. So you have the full popping up. So, but there's something new coming in for you. If it's not like a promotion, it could definitely be you getting into a new job where you're doing the same thing you did before. So like a switch of companies. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like this is going to be bringing in good for you at this time. When I look over into your realms of health, we do have let me put them back. We don't need them. And when we look to your realms of health, we have the Five of Cups. So yeah, there's things that go on your realms of health that maybe you're not able to change, or maybe you wish you would have worked on when you were younger. Like I wish I would have stayed working on my health, or going to the gym, or jogging, or doing this or that, or I wish I would have started working on money or a career, or went to school when I was young. You know, you can't change the past, okay? So don't look at what you can't change, but look at what you can do here in the now. Focus on what you can do here in the now to better yourself now, okay? I feel like as you do that, everything's going to actually light up for you. Now, overall spirit message that you're getting at this time is I definitely feel like the spirits are saying to you that you need to go ahead and be bold at this time. Don't allow your thoughts to flood your mind and keep you in this sense of fear, like things don't work out for you, or like things aren't happening for you. You need to free yourself from being someone who's always chasing, and learn how to attract, okay? Especially in your realms of finances. Don't feel like you have to chase something, but learn how to attract the things you desire, and watch for the red flags that pop up. I as well feel like like your spirit messages that you got to learn how to release. Sometimes things will come into your life that need to just go ahead and be released, and you need to turn to and focus on the good things that are flowing in your life. Like you might lose out in love, but you do have children. You know, you might lose out at this job, but you can always get another. You know, so it's like don't look at the negative things in life, but more so focus your energy towards the positive things, and everything's going to go well for you. Okay, that is the predictions that I'm seeing for you at this time. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next one. We got what's going to be Kavya, the Aquarius. What's up, Kavya? I don't know if you're in the live right now, if you're going to be watching it later on. If you're watching it later on, make sure that you let me know how this resonates for you in the comments down below. Also, hit the like, the follow, the share button, okay? So that way you guys can make it in on my list. We're live Monday through Saturday, doing live free readings. We also do zodiac readings you guys can check out on YouTube as well. So make sure you guys go check those things out. So let's see what we got for Kavya. Now, Kavya, the spirits threw your cards off the deck, so this should be good. In your realms of love, you do have the Judgment card popping up for you first and foremost. So I do feel like with this Judgment energy popping up at this time, there could be a past person that's coming into your life, and you also could be repeating some type of family cycle. You know, like this could be something that you had that your mother went through, and then now you're going through it. Maybe her mother went through it, but some type of like family cycle. Like maybe you guys like to date people in the justice system, like police or people who are in the legal system or something like that. Maybe you guys like to date travelers or travel a lot, you know. But I feel like there's some type of like almost repeating cycle in the realms of love. Now, if this is it could also be saying that your ancestors or past ones are here to support you in your realms of love at this time as well. I do feel like that there's something about your past or that your family does. It might even be something like a religious thing here, or something to deal with your spirituality that they do. But I feel like family is on the way towards you. Okay. Either you're going to be meeting family, or family can help you out in this sense, or your ancestors are with you right now, but family is trying to definitely help you out in the realms of love, or there's assistance coming in the realms of love when it comes towards family. When I look up into your realms of career, you do have the Justice card popping up for you, so I do feel like past karmas are bringing balance towards your life at this time. So, you know, whatever you were going through, or whatever you were dealing with that was difficult in the past, that you did the right thing. And now the balance is coming through for you. You might have really felt like September, things might have been a bit off. You might have really felt like it might have even been from the month of February, that you did something right during the month of February. And now, you know, moving forward, you know, yeah, things might have been a little bit difficult for you around last month, and now finally the change is coming in for you. I do feel like that you're not really going to be able to see the big change in your life till July of 2026. that's when you're really going to see the major changes happening for you. That's when you're going to realize, whoa, I'm in a new place. Because you're going to end up moving, okay? That's what's going to happen for you. You're going to end up moving around that time next year, okay? But right now, things are balancing out for you, and there's this changing energy that's happening. So I'd be on the lookout for that there in the realms of love. In the realms of, or in the realms of career. In the realms of health, we do have the Chariot popping up for you, so I do feel like at this time you need to get in movement. All right, I feel like you need to start jogging, or something of the sort like that. You know, maybe you need to start doing exercise at night would be good for you, but you need to get in movement and you need to get in action. Is what I'm feeling for you at this time, and I feel like you need to invoke more law, because it's almost like you prevent yourself. A part of you wants to do it, and the other part of you doesn't want to do it. A part of you wants to be fit and in shape, and the other part of you wants to be a lazy and a sloth. Okay, so it's like you got to build the body that you want, and the change is going to come through for you, but you just got to start getting in movement. Okay. Now, overall spirit message in this prediction I'm seeing for you, I feel like this universe is saying to you that you have been doing the right things, okay? And that, you know, the family that you desire is coming in for you. But watch out for repeating cycles, you know, when it comes towards like your family line. Like maybe it could be things that pop up where things aren't in balance when it comes towards the couple. You know, there might be there might be something in your family line that tends to pick the people who really aren't really that balanced with them. You know, so let's say that you're making good money, you know, but you pick somebody who isn't making good money. Let's say that you're very loving and honest and loyal, but you pick somebody who isn't very honest and loving and loyal. You know, you need to make sure that you're not repeating some type of family cycles, but you're being in this place of balance. But I feel like you've been doing a lot of good though, okay? But you do need to make sure that you're cutting things out of your life that just aren't serving you at this point. You know, the universe is saying that there are things that you might have picked up on or started to notice last month, around sometime last month, you start to notice, or even it could be this month, around the 9th of this month, you started noticing things in your life that you're like, I need to cut this out of my life so things can be better. I need to remove this out of my life so I can get better in this way or in this circumstance. And you need to pay attention to it because change is definitely coming through for you. Like I said, next year around the 7th month, you're going to be moving, okay? You're going to be traveling somewhere. It could definitely be a long distance. All right, that's what I got for you, Kavya. Let's go ahead and move on to, that's my prediction for you at this time. We got Dana, the Gemini. Dana, the Gemini. Let's see what we got for you, baby. In your prediction. Let's see what we got for you in your prediction at this time. Okay. I love when they do that. Whenever the spirits actually throw your 3 cards out, that's when we know, oh, they about to say some shit, okay? Spirit's about to speak on something, okay? And we're about to find out what it's going to be about. All right, so now, Dana the Gemini. Let's go ahead and look into it for you at this time. So when I look into your realms, the overall message of love, you do have the 9 of Pentacles popping up for you right now. So I do feel like with this 9 of Pentacles popping up for you, there's a need for you to look out more for yourself at this time. Okay, this has been a message all day. The universe has been really pounding this message today, guys. Okay, I do feel like for you as an individual, you know, you're very abundant. And because you're very abundant, you tend to give a lot. So just make sure that you're not overly giving towards other people at this time. You know, make sure that you're being in a place of balance of giving to people, but also make sure you invest more in yourself. You know, you should give, if you're wanting to give a percentage of yourself, like don't do I give 100 of myself and they give me 100 of themselves. That's stupid, okay? You know, give 50% of yourself, or really you should do something like 40% of yourself to the person, and the other person should give 40% of themselves to you. Make sure you have a little extra on top to make sure that you're good. You're good, you know. I feel like you need to make sure that you do that. Now, with that being said, also I would say that it's good for you too. I feel like you've already been investing in something in your realms of love. Could definitely be a Taurus that you've been investing in. Taurus pops up pretty heavy here. So it could be a Taurus sun, moon, or rising that you've been investing your energy into. And I feel like the fruits of your labor are sweet, okay? You've been putting in the right energy, and that is coming back for you. That's coming back to you. Now, we do have, in your realms of career, the Three of Wands, with the Nine of Pentacles right here. So I feel like that you're abundant, in your thinking and your passion, your thoughts, and the things that you've been manifesting. They're headed towards you in a fast rate. You've already sent out the frequency for yourself to receive this manifestation. So be patient, allow these things to come in for you. I feel like, you're going to be seeing this financial change within the next within the next 3 days. It looks like within the next 3 days, you'll be seeing some type of financial change or some type of financial thing coming in for you. I also feel like that during the big financial things going to come in for you during the month of May 2026. That's when and it's going to be on May 9th, 2026. That's when you're going to see the big money come through for you, because there's like something much bigger. I feel like within the next 3 days, you're gonna see some things like sprouts from your manifestation, sprouts, from this energy that you've been pushing. And I feel like you've been pushing this energy since maybe September. You've been pushing this type of energy of abundance, and you're going to start to see these results really start to come in for you. But it's like sprouts. May the 9th, 2026, you're going to see full fruits, okay? So whatever you're doing right, all right? Keep moving forward in your realms of finance. In your realms of health, we do have the King of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. I do feel like with this King of Pentacles energy, yeah, baby, your health is looking pretty damn good. Ultimately, you've been doing the right things. I feel like you do things that other people don't. What other people find hard to do, it's like you're doing it and you're doing it well. So continue doing whatever it is that you're doing at this time. Now, overall spirit message, what I feel like the spirits are saying as a whole, they're definitely telling me in your prediction that you need to be in the energy of abundance. Stay in the energy of abundance, okay? Because it's like your manifestations are really flowing in for you at this time, and there's only elevation on the way. I also feel like that these cards are also telling me that you need to have vision when it comes towards things, especially in your realms of finance. You need to have vision. What is it that you're trying to achieve? Where is it that you're trying to get to? But, have vision, write down your vision, utilize your vision, okay? Even in my book right here, right? Like I have notes I take, and I have like a visionary thing that I do for my clients or whatnot. Like it says, set the space. Engage with your clients emotionally. Stay adaptable. Always be willing to learn. I have certain things that I'll say, before I begin people's readings and do the readings for the day. And I feel like that, it's like the universe is saying that you need to have a plan. You need to continually visualing what you're wanting, because it's all going to be coming in for you as you do. Especially as you get into 2026, your life is going to look pretty damn lovely, okay? Or pretty damn different. All right, that's what I'm seeing at this time for you, baby. Let's go ahead and move on down to Patrice, the Scorpio. Okay, Patrice. All right, Scorpio, it's your turn. We're going to knock this out for you right now. Let me see something real quick. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and do this for Patrice. That was fast. All right, Patrice, in your realms of love, I feel like you shouldn't be rushing back to the past in any of this right here. But before we begin, make sure that you guys get the world's most powerful spell workers, okay? You might be in a place where you're wondering to yourself, how am I going to be able to get myself back to where something that worked? I feel like there are frequencies, and sometimes we align our frequency with a person, and the energy feels so great, You know, everything just feels so right. And then over time, it's almost like something changes the frequency station. Where there was once attraction, the attraction is gone. Where there was once happiness, the happiness is like being infiltrated. You know, and when that energy feels like that, you need to use spell work. So there are things like the Ars Goetia, you know, the Lesser Keys of Solomon, that will help you to summon the right energies to pull in deities that will help you with your everyday life. So let me give you that in a practical sense. So on my body, I have these spirits tattooed, like the spirit right here, Bel, right? Bel is a spirit that helped me build my dynasty. I have Lucifer on the other side. I have Azazel on the other side. I have Astaroth on the other side. So these are deities that I work with on my day-to-day life that help me build my business, you know? And they taught me the secrets of business and how you can go from being poor. Because when I first started working with these energies, I was poor. You know what I mean? I was homeless, you know? And it wasn't until after I started working with the spirits that everything changed in my life. And I started being able to do tarot cards for online and get a passport and travel around the world and live in mansions in California. And it's like everything changed as I started working with these spirits. Now these spirits, they can help you with money. You know, as a lot of you guys already know, we have a $300,000 package for 12 months. You guys can work with me one-on-one for 12 months. You know, and you're not able to just sell a $300,000 package just because you say you want to sell a $300,000 package. You're only able to sell these type of things when you have something able to push behind you, some type of force, an entity, the magic to back it. You know, and my magic backs me. That's how I'm able to sell these type of great large spells. You know, so if you're in a place right now where you're saying to yourself, Sirron the Shaman, that sounds great and awesome and everything, but how is that going to help me? Well, when you're in a place where you're wanting your person to be yours, you're desiring to have this person to at least communicate with you because you've lost communication. You guys used to have something that was strong. You guys used to have real communication, but now you lost communication. You're writing this person, they're ignoring you. You know, you're contacting them, they're not responding back. And you guys had something great and that was nice. Usually that's witchcraft that's coming between you guys to be able to knock this situation out. You know, like my domination spell. You know what I mean? My domination spell is a spell where we use black magic to force a person to be with you. You know, so we'll take somebody out of a marriage and place it with the client. That's what people get the domination spell for, you know. And then we have things like the obsession spell, which people use for, you know, someone that they just personally love. You know, and then we have things like the marriage spell to fix people in divorces or to put you marriage with a person or to get you in that relationship, okay, and get you guys married. If you guys haven't seen my reviews, you guys definitely want to go check out some of the workings that I've done. We have some great videos from clients talking about the workings I've done for them. You guys really should check it out. Because like I said, there's nobody doing witchcraft on the level of the scale that we're doing it on, okay? We take Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, Apple Pay, crypto, the whole 9 yards, you know. So if you guys are wanting the best, you need to definitely contact me. I need to learn a self-love spell. When it comes towards self-love, that's shadow working, you know. You're gonna really be able to. It's not a spell that anyone needs to love theirself, you know. But I would suggest this. Aphrodite is a great goddess. Lilith is a very great goddess. You know, working with Venus, when it comes towards self-love, you're going to naturally really dive in. You know, it's not going to be something that's forced upon you, but naturally when you're working with Aphrodite or Venus, you know, and with Mother Lilith, you know, you're going to really start to develop this deification where you start to realize that you're a god and that your actions mean something and that you can actually control the results of your reality. And then you're going to start to want to do things for yourself. And then you're going to attract others. And those others that you attract are going to be in awe of you as the goddess that you have become through working with like Venus and Lilith and these type of spirits. So, you know, there's not really a self-love spell. People who say, oh, I saw a self-love spell where you can just love yourself, you know. If you want to love yourself, I would more so suggest that you do it. You know what I mean? You do it. And one way that I've seen personally in my life that's helped me is working with the spirits, because the spirits are going to open your mind. You know, they're going to unlock your mind. Because a lot of times, like if you're in a place of where you don't feel like you really love yourself, you don't even notice that you don't love yourself because it's your subconscious mind that's playing it out. You know, you're not no one's choosing to not love. You know what I'm saying? It's your subconscious mind that's just not playing the thing out. It has you on this repeat cycle. So you're doing things out of not loving yourself because of the repetition of not loving yourself. You know, so when you connect with like spirits like Lilith, Venus, and you're doing these spells, oftentimes Aphrodite or these deities will come to you and they'll just give you these thoughts that pop up, these thoughts that come into your mind. And you know, and you start to do them. And the more you start to do them, the more your self-love is starting to be built, because you know, you start to realize that I do deserve luxury. I do deserve to have a partner who respects me, you know, a partner who does right by me. I do deserve to have. You start to realize these things because, you know, as you invoke that Venus energy, yeah, that's gonna do it for you, baby. That's my suggestion for you. Okay, now let's get back to our reading though. We're about to do for Patrice. Let's see what we have for Patrice at this time. Now, Patrice, in your realms of love, you do have the Knight of Swords popping up for you at this time. So I don't feel like you need to. I don't feel like you need to jump back towards the past. Okay. I feel like jumping back towards a past situation probably isn't the best thing for you at this time. You know, you might really be in your thoughts at this time or overly thinking something because of sex. You know, there could have been some type of good sex or a good sexual experience you had with the person. You know, but I feel like that might have been all it really was an experience, you know, and something that's meant to kind of be moved on from at this time. You know, I feel like that this person, if you're wanting this person, they'll have sex again. But, you know, as far as like real love is concerned, I don't see that there's any depths coming in for you at this time. Now, I do feel like that you might have gotten some type of clarification around the 8th of this month. You got some type of clarification that came through that made you realize that this person probably is not looking for like serious love, and that you should move on. And I feel like you need to actually take that advice and actually listen to yourself at this time, and probably should, or stick around and play a little bit, okay? But don't get your feelings caught up in it. When I look into your realms of money, and you have the Ace of Wands popping up for you, along with the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like that, you know, you need to not rush towards some new idea and career that you've had, okay? Don't rush and say, okay, I have to, you know, make this move. It sounds nice, so let me go ahead and just jump onto this right here. But instead, you need to watch, okay? I just got off live because I was talking about my marriage spell, and I had a client come in, and so they were like, I want a consultation for your $15,000 marriage spell. So I had to hop off line to get them started on their marriage spell. You know, and when I did that right there for them, you know, we were talking about their case. I can't really say too much about their case, but we're talking about their case. You know, and one thing that was about moving forward, you know. And so I feel like when it comes towards you and your realms of finances, it's like you don't need to rush into anything. Oh, one thing that the lady said in the consultation was that she's been watching me for a while. She said, you know, I know I want to get magic done by you because I've been watching you for a while, before she ever even called me. You know, so I feel like when it comes towards you, you need to be patient towards something, not just jump to something, but you know, watch it for a while. See what happens over time. See if what something that you might be interested in it, if you're still interested in it, a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, you know. But don't just jump full all in on something because you feel an emotion. But take your time with it, okay? I feel like as you take your time, things will look a lot better for you. All right. Now, in your overall message of health, there are things that you already know you need to walk away from. Things you already know that you need to go ahead and leave alone. I feel like as you leave certain things alone, or as you walk away from certain things, that life will get better for you. But ultimately, you're going to have to walk away from, especially when it comes to things that involve emotion, like that you're emotional about. Okay. Because I feel like that you allowing certain things in your life that test your emotional, move your emotional, or can invoke negative emotions in you, and it's weighing on your health. So that's not something like your kids, yeah, I mean, but that's something like a toxic friend who every time they're around you, they just drain you. You know, they're always talking negative or saying, "Oh, yeah, yeah, you know, I got this bad thing that happened today. Did you hear about them? This bad thing that happened, and everything bad." You know, that negative type of energy. I feel like you need to stay away from people like that, or walk away from those type of people. Or if you're doing something like drinking and it's putting you in this negative energy, or some other substance or whatnot, and it's putting you in this negative energy, or puts you in this, you know, it's bad for you, walk away at this time, so that way something better can really come into your life. The universe is going to meet you where you're at. You know what I mean? So if you learn how to walk away from the things that aren't serving you, then the universe is going to say, "Oh, okay, then they don't like this right here. Then let me put this better thing in their life." You know what I mean? So overall, your spirit message that I'm getting for you at this time, I do feel like with this Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Cups right here, no rushing towards the past, okay? No rushing towards the old. You need to go towards the new. Definitely you need to be in the energy of what is new, what is the passion that I'm feeling at this time. You know, what am I learning about? I'm not in a place of fear, but I'm in a place of I'm going to accomplish and conquer. And then you need to start taking steps in that direction, okay? My prediction for you is that you're going to be able to find something that's going to bring a lot of passion into your life. It's going to bring a lot of excitement into your life. But this is only going to come as you walk away from something else that's no longer has served you in your life. You know, something else that's more so taking up time, and energy, or your energy, or you know, but this right here needs to be cut off because it's not really doing anything for you. As you do that, my prediction is that something passionate and new is going to come into your life, giving you direction and vision on which way you need to go. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you today in your message, baby. Let me know the rest in the comments down below. We got Shelly, the Gemini, coming up next. Let's see what we got for Shelly. Now, there was a lady who asked me, what do I think about Baron Simony? I think Baron Simony's cool. I've worked with him a couple times. Nothing amazing for me, at least. But I'm not like a devotee or something like that. But he's popped up on my radar a few times. I like to more so use like Isu, but you know but Baron Simony, I have nothing negative to say about him, but I also have nothing positive to say. I haven't really seen him do anything as of yet. I haven't really seen him do anything like I've seen a spirit like Bel, like Lucifer, like Asmodeus, or like Clauneck. You know, Clauneck, like Clauneck, boy. When I first started summoning Clauneck took me from $500 to $30,000 in like 60 days or something like that. It was like maybe 90 days. Yeah, like 3 months. It's like over the course of 3 months, he got me making like 30,000, like off top. Like dude was, or not off top, but like within that, by that 90-day period line, I was making like 30K. You know what I'm saying? That was back then. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, Clauneck, that's one of them that I would say for in my path, I've seen that stream of magic work way better for me. But I got Baron Simony's sigil, and I've used Baron Simony's sigil on a hex. You know, so like I said, I just wasn't really, I didn't get the, I just wasn't really impressed by what the working, I feel like. But like I said, I'm not an initiate of Baron Simony, so or a devotee of him. I don't have an altar set up for him. You know, I just really used the sigil, gave him a little offering, told him what I wanted done. But let's go to our next one, which is going to be Shelly. But if you're feeling called to work with Baronsimity, more power. I see you to do it. You know, I feel like that we're scientists. You know what I mean? We're scientists. We're meant to test the waters. We're meant to write down the results of what we get when we do these things. So you know, definitely you should work with Baronsimity. You should see what you get from it. You know what the spirits say when you do it, and then after you see what the spirits say from it, then if you get some results, keep working with them. You know what I mean? Only reason why I like to work with the spirits I work with is because I get results. You know what I'm saying? The moment that I stop getting results from these spirits, they're done. Okay, real shit, they are done. Okay, the moment that I start doing workings with these energies, and then the rituals stop. You know what I'm saying? Or I feel like it's only me using my manifestation energy, using my subconscious mind. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like they're doing anything. Oh, they're done. You know what I'm saying? Like tearing down altars and everything. I'm not. You know, we have a business partnership. Okay, the same. I treat spirits the same way I treat any of my business partners that I work with. Okay, you know, we're in business together. You uphold what I'm paying you to do, okay, as being your employer. And guess what? I will continue to pay you. But the moment that I see that you're not upholding to what I hired you to do, then you're fucking out of here. Bye. I don't need you, okay? Straight up. You know what I mean? So that's how I treat spirits that I collaborate and I work with. Now, when I see that I have a star on my team, you know, that I'm working with, and I'm like, this spirit is really going hard right now. This spirit is going. I wrote, I needed this right here, and the spirit brought that, and it brought this, and it brought that into my life as well. So this is really going hard right now. Lakshmi is really going hard right now in my life. Okay, so then I need to really give honoration. I'm gonna make a subconscious training. I'm gonna bring this into it. I'm gonna promote this deity. You know, these type of things. You know what I mean? Because if you're going hard, then I'm going to go hard for you as well. But that's how I feel when it comes towards Baronsimity or any spirit in general. Baronsimity, like I said earlier, I haven't worked with long enough for me to really have anything of value to say. Okay, but he is a cool spirit. I like his top hat. Now, Shelly, let's go ahead and talk to you real quick. Shelly is a Gemini, I believe. So, Shelly, in your realms of love, you do have the Three of Swords popping up for you at this time. I do feel like with this Three of Swords energy popping up for you, it could definitely be saying to you that, you know, you're dealing with some type of heartbreak, some type of betrayal or something like that. You know, you could have really felt like a person was your forever person, and now you're finding out that you thought wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have really thought that it was going to be something that was going to be real, but now you're starting to see like, nah, it's not. It's not what I thought it was going to be. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I feel like that as you start to move forward, there's something better that's coming in for you that you're going to see within the next 2 months. Okay, so this could be happening for you doing like towards the end of December, okay? Towards the end of December, like the 28th of December. You can start to, you might meet this person or find that you have this real connection with this newer person that's coming into your life. I do feel like, you know, whatever heartbreak you're dealing with right now could definitely be with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, something like that. Could definitely be another air sign or Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, okay? But yeah, things will get better for you as you move forward. In your realms of career, we do have the Two of Cups popping up for you as well. So I do feel like that, you know, you might have gone through some type of difficulty or heartbreaking in realms of finance in the past, but it's almost like you collaborating with somebody or you working with somebody or you going to some type of business professional is really going to help you out, okay? It's really going to make things go so much better for you. But it's something about collaborating at this time and working with others, which is going to really bring the change in for you. But you need to be in this energy of collaborating at this time. Now, over on your health, you got to walk away from it, okay? Whatever you're eating or drinking or consuming, you got to walk away from it if you want to get the change, if you want to get the results to actually happen for you, okay? So walk away from this thing that you're doing at this time and start drinking more water, okay? Yeah, that's the other thing I'm hearing from stars. You need to drink more water, and more water needs to be in your diet. You need to stop drinking the other bullshit that you're drinking at this time, okay? You got to walk away from the old so that way you can move forward, okay? I also feel like in your realms of health, you need to get on that Stairmaster, all right? start getting on a stairmaster. If you're doing a treadmill, you need to do incline. But there's something about you walking up, okay, going upstairs or going up a hill or going up, which is going to really train your subconscious mind that things are going upward for you in life. Now, overall, your spirit message for you that I'm getting for you at this time is that, yeah, your past definitely has heartbreak. You haven't had it easy in life. I don't feel like the universe wanted you to have it easy in life. I feel like the universe wanted you to actually have learn certain lessons. And I don't feel like it's going to be easy for you, but I feel like that, if you have to go through things in a difficult way, then things will get so much better for you as you push forward. I feel like love, the real love, is going to come into your life. You're going to meet this person, like I said earlier, but it's all about you walking away from the negative energy that's trying to play its way in your life currently, okay? Don't allow negative energies to really form or to stick around, but, release these things. Once you learn how to release these things and become the alchemist of your life, changing your negative into positive, then things will be so much better for you, okay? So my prediction for you is that you're going to meet your true soulmate in December the 28th. Okay, that's what I'm going to for you today in your reading, baby. Let me know in the comments down below whenever you check out your reading. Now we got Shirley the Libra. Shirley the Libra, it's your turn. Oh boy. Man, I've been in this goddamn gym and shit. I had to do like push and fucking pull and all that type of goddamn shit. God damn it. My back feels like hell right now. Okay, we're going to be adding people on the list in just a little while, you guys. We're going to add people on the list in just a little bit. Right now, we're trying to knock out everybody from the list today. Okay, so we have Shirley we're about to do. Then we have Shaolin. We have Brolic. We have Vladimir. We have Shield. We have Gabriella. We have Dee Dee. We have Shannon, we have T. Callie, we have Tati, we have Jules, we have Cheetah, we have Patrice, we have Tanita, we have Erica, and then we have Gemini girl, okay? So we have a few people that we got to knock off this list, but we're running through them at this time, knocking them all down, okay? Once I finish with this list, you guys will be welcome on the list. Now, if you guys don't want to wait, you guys are free to always purchase your reading. Okay, as you guys purchase your readings, you guys will be able to get yourself a paid reading. Okay, very easy, very simple, not hard. $25 readings. All right, so you guys will be able to get a 6-card spread for one topic, 12-card spread for 2 topics. All right, so how it will look will be like you say you get the one topic. I want to know about love. I want to know something about love. Will I have any love coming in my life? Okay, well, here's what we're going to look into. We're going to put 3 cards on that. Then we're going to put 3 cards for your clarification so we can get more information on that right there, okay? All right, so like I said, we have $25 readings, we have $50 readings, and we have $75 readings on live. Off live, we have I feel like we have $150 for a 15-minute session, okay? Or $200 for a 30-minute session. So let's go ahead and dive into it for Shirley. What do we have for Shirley at the time? What do we have for Shirley at this time? Ooh. The hell was that? Oh, she's grabbing my damn arm. The helly? The Heliante? Something grabbed my damn arm. Damn. They try to give your ass a reading, a $25 reading. They gave you 6 cards. Nope. Put them back. Let's see what we got for you. What's up, Karen? How you doing, baby? Right now, we're trying to knock more people off the list. We're going to open up the free list in just a little while, okay? So you guys stick around. We'll be able to put more people on a list in just a little while. But right now, we're knocking out the free list, okay? So we're still trying to finish everybody on here, all right? But we will be adding more people onto a list in just a few. Let's just go ahead and continue on what we're doing, though. So we have for Shirley, you have the Libra card popping up, or you have the Tower card popping up for you at this time. Sorry, I done called Libras the Tower moment. Y'all Libras be acting like the damn Tower moment. Godly. No, okay, let me stop. But in your realms of love, you do have the Tower Moon popping up for you at this time. So, there could be some type of fast change coming in for you at this time. If you're in a relationship, then you could be experiencing some type of Tower moments or something like that. But if you're single at this time, wanting love in your life, then I feel like that there could be some type of fast change happening, bringing love into your life, like you meeting somebody out of the blue, through a friend or something like that, and then everything just taking off from there. Y'all go home, you fuck, and then you're now your boyfriend girlfriend. When I look at your realms of when I look at your realms of career, you have the King of Swords that pops up for you. So I do feel like that, you got to look at your past, okay? And then, use the past mistakes or the difficult things from the past, so that way you can make wise decisions moving forward. Cut things out your life that really aren't doing any good for you, that really aren't bringing any change. It's not really elevating you or whatnot. So cut certain things out your life that's not bringing more money in for you, and really double down on the things that are bringing a financial increase in for you, okay? I feel like as you do this right here, this will bring forth the metamorphosis, but it's almost like there's a new coming in for you, but the old has to be done away with so that way the new can really take root. When I look into your realms of health, you do have the Three of Cups popping up at this time. The Three of Cups basically is telling me this right here. You need to be more social, okay? And if you like to drink, switch to wine, okay? Switch to like a red wine or a white wine or a champagne, okay? If you like to drink, all right? Slow down on like liquor, like hard liquor or beer. Slow down on these type of things like that. Don't drink those. But if you want to drink, then drink like a wine, okay? Something that's a bit more healthy for your heart. And be social, okay? Make sure that you're being social at this time. People were meant to be around other people, okay? So make sure that you're being social at this time. It's good for your mental health. Now your overall spirit message that I'm getting for you, and if there's any predictions, let's see if there's any predictions for you at this time. The overall spirit message I'm getting is that don't let the past define you, okay? Sometimes life is going to come through and tear everything down, okay? But, when that happens, it was meant for us to use our logic to take us to the higher levels, okay? And sometimes we can be a very logical people, but we need to make sure that we're cutting the things out of our life that's just not cutting it any longer. So if you feel like at this time that there are people, there are situations, there are certain things that's just not doing it for you anymore, or you've been thinking about if you ever think about should I leave or should I stop, then cut those things out of your life, okay? Because the answers are yes. And as you do that, I definitely feel like there's going to be so much more good flowing into your life for you. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, you're going to be making these choices, I feel like. And really you're going to see that, matter of fact, no, I feel like it's going to be the next 3 months, you're going to really see this change coming through for you. Within the next 3 months is what I'm saying for you at this time. I feel like that there's something about the next 3 months that's very significant for you. Because we got November, December, January. So within the next 3 months, you're gonna be in 2026 anyway. So yeah, going into 2026 is when things are gonna really take off for you, regardless. So those are my predictions for you at this time. Okay, let's go ahead and move on over to Shaolin the Gemini. Shaolin the Gemini. Let's get it popping for you today, baby. Shout out to the new members. Now, we're going to do some advertisement after this reading right here. Remember, you guys can always join the Patreon family. The Patreon family, we do not have advertisements. We do way more in-depth readings. It's $50 a month prescription. And you guys are able to ask your questions and get way more information over on the Patreon. So make sure that you guys text me for the Patreon info. That's 682-446-0265. What's up with you, baby? That's 682-446-0265. That is 682-446-0265. Okay? As you guys text me, I'll send you guys my Patreon link, and you guys can go ahead and join the 36 family, okay? Now, we also have a $100 subscription where I teach magic. Y'all will hear me talk about, like my $15,000 marriage spell, Y'all hear me talk about these type of spells. Now, this is, if I can do this and I'm just a regular guy, then you guys can do it as well. You know, and I teach this right here. We learn the magic, we do the tarot, we learn the spells, we sell the spells, you know, and we use the tarot to market. And I teach you guys how to do that. So that way, especially when people are feeling like I feel lost around the shaman. I don't know what my next step is, but I know that I need to do something different, but I'm just not sure what my next step needs to be. You know, then I feel like my Patreon will be something that could definitely point you in the right direction and get you making good money and get the ball rolling for you. Okay, so like I said, you guys text me at 682-446-0265. That's 682-446-0265. All right, as you guys hit me up, I'll be able to hook you guys up, man. I love your text. Well, thank you, baby. Let me see now. This phone is about to die. Yeah, I just saved it. Shit, that mug was on. Can I? Is there any way I can keep this mug up? All right, so you guys on TikTok, y'all might want to head over to YouTube if you guys want to watch the live, because I gotta let my phone charge for a minute. This mug's on 1%, and I'm in Spain right now. I don't have all my equipment. I don't have my other phones. Everything's at my fucking house. So I'm like, I don't have shit with me right now. You know what I mean? I just have my laptop, and everything like that. Come to London. I'm always in London. I'm like, you just haven't seen me. You know, so you got to connect. All right, so here's what I say, you guys. Go to my YouTube channel. If you guys go to my bio right now, you guys will see in my bio here on TikTok, I have my link tree, and it has my YouTube. It has everything already linked. Y'all head over to my YouTube channel real quick so I can, so you guys can continue to get your readings done. But right now, I'm gonna let this battery kind of build real quick, and then we'll come back live on TikTok. All right.
Girlie, I've been quiet.
Wow, been there. Girl,
Hey guys, I've got to be quick because everyone's waiting on me. This dress just does not want to cooperate.
Man, girl got some big ass titties.
It's really stressing me out. It keeps on rolling over. And I just... Anyways, I love the dress, but this is annoying and it didn't happen on the white one.
Shawty girl got some big ass tickle bitties. All right, let me see. Go ahead with your bad self. I feel like I know you. Okay, let me accept your follows. All right, let's let this phone over here charge for a little bit. I'm gonna go to Instagram. Let me get this mug right. Like, oh my God, that's me. Oh, you tickle bitties, Miss London Land. Yeah, talking about come to London. I'm gonna come to London, motorboat them. Oh God. I'll be doing it in London. Fuck you mean. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got. Who we about to do? We about to do Shaolin the Gemini. I think we're about to do Shaolin the Gemini. Let's go ahead and dive into it for you. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Hey, happy to do it for you, baby. Hi, may I get a reading, please? You got to get on my list when the free list opens. Remember, you guys, we are right now. We got the paid list right now, so you guys need to purchase your reading if you guys want to get on the list. You need to purchase your reading. We got Shaolin the Gemini. Shaolin the Gemini. Let's see what we got. What we got for Shaolin the Gemini? Bow, bow, and bow. All right, so now, Shaolin, in your realms of love, she should behave. I don't know how. I am behaving. Hey, I'm from Texas, baby. I'm from America. You know what I'm saying? Y'all British folk know how us Americans is. Y'all know what the fuck going on, type shit. Yeah, I'm behaving all right. No words I saying. So stop distracting me. But so Shaolin, in your realms of love, you gotta realize you really make your own luck. You know what I mean? Like you really make your own luck when it comes towards your life. I feel like that if you can kind of stand in your strength and not let other people say this or say that about you, and you actually believe it, then you'll be good. But you got to realize that you make your own luck, not some type of situation like this person right here asking about moving to LA. Some people would say, "Don't move to LA. That's a crazy idea. No, that would never work out for you." People that move out to LA end up homeless and all this type of shit and whatnot. And then that's for you, motherfucker. That's not for me. If I feel like I need to go to LA, then I'm gonna actually go achieve it. I feel like you need to be in that type of energy. Don't go off of what other people have to say, but realize that you create your own luck and what you believe. Okay, so go for what you're wanting at this time, which definitely might be a Leo. It also might be something about power, something you're having some type of thoughts. You could be interested in somebody. It doesn't matter the sex. Could be the same sex, like you're a female and there's a female that you're interested in. It doesn't have to be. But there definitely is this sense of a yes. If there is somebody that you're looking at that you're interested in, I definitely feel like it's a yes coming through for you. That there is some type of romantic attraction or somebody that would be better for you or do you better in the realms of love. Something more abundant coming through for you. Okay, now when I look over into your realms of career, I feel like that you might be having some type of ideas that you need to follow at this time. Like these ideas that you've been having are on point, they're correct, but it's almost like you treat it like it's not, and you need to stop that. You need to start treating your ideas like they're valuable because they are valuable. I feel like that as you start to act on these ideas you're having, you're gonna see that that you have created your own life. Realms of health, you do have the Nine of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. So ultimately, looking at this right here, from what I see is that you need to trust yourself and your ideas of your health as well. But I feel like you already have. So what it's giving to me is that you've already been doing things for yourself. You've already been trusting the ideas. Like I need to start working on this. Or I need to start going to the gym. Or I need to stop eating this. I need to start eating that. That energy that you've been putting in is working in your favor. I feel like that all you have to do is give a little bit, but you can do a lot more stuff at the time of your day. So this reminds me of like saying like, all right, give away an hour of your time to the gym, and you have 23 hours to do whatever else you want to do with it. So don't be afraid to give like at least an hour of your time towards this right here. Now, when I look into your overall spirit message and predictions, what I'm seeing for you, by September 2026, you're going to be in a completely different place in your health. You're going to be a lot thinner. Okay, you're gonna lose a good amount of weight. You're going to be a lot thinner. And if you're already thin, then you're going to be more healthy, like more in shape, healthy, okay, or like toned or something like that. But ultimately you're gonna be a lot thinner. I feel like that just more so has to do with like you losing some type of weight or your clothes being bigger on you is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like your clothes that you have on now are way bigger on you than when it comes towards in September 2026. Now, overall spirit message, what I'm getting for you at this time is that you need to be bold and go for the things you want, realizing that you create your own luck. And because this world is such a world where you can do magic, by just trusting the ideas that you have in your head. I feel like you need to trust the ideas that you have and then put forth action towards them. That's what's going to get you into such a very peaceful place. I also feel like it's going to be very peaceful for you financially because I feel like whatever idea is coming in for you is going to have to do with your career or your finances or choosing to do something and then you're going to be able to make a sale off of it. Because there's something about you making the right decision is going to bring you peace financially. What's going to bring you peace in your day-to-day life. Okay. So that's the prediction I'm getting for you at this time, baby. Let's go ahead and go into our next one that we got on the list, which is going to be Brolic, the Leo. Yes, I do know I'm scared of you guys. You're scared of who? Us Americans? I'm scared of that British food. That goddamn shit. You like some beans and toast? What's wrong with beans and toast? That's what I'm scared of, that British food y'all be eating. Man, I went to London and I lost weight. I was in London and I was like, God damn, where is the good food? I knew it was fucked up when I went to McDonald's and I was like, all right, let me get my fries. And then with my fries, they gave me mayonnaise instead of ketchup. I said, what the fuck? They gave me mayonnaise to dip. Like, yeah, man, yeah, you gotta dip your fries in the mayonnaise. Dip your fries in the mayonnaise, eat your fries. I'm like, what? Nah. I said, I knew something was off with that goddamn country. From that moment forward, I was like, nope, yeah. Europe is something though. Europe is a cool place. I do fuck with Europe or whatnot. You know what I mean? But London, man, yeah, y'all food. That's the only thing when I go out there. I survive off of kebabs. I literally survive out there off of kebabs. Did you guys get a wing stop yet? You gotta let me know. If you guys have a wing stop, maybe I might be able to come back to London for a little bit. You know, but I need to see if you guys got a wing stop or something out that mug. I mean, yeah, y'all food is terrible. You can't deny that shit. Now, Brolic, or Brolic, let's go ahead and dive into it for you. You need to go ahead and bring a closing to some type of way of thinking in your realms of love, okay? Like you might think like I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve this type of person, or I only deserve these type of people. I don't deserve something better, and you need to get like out of that type of energy. I feel like as you get yourself out of this energy and you bring a close into this energy and you bring a depth to this way of thinking, that's when things are going to get so much better for you, okay? We do have the Seven of Swords right here popping up in your realms of career. So I feel like even in your realms of career, like you need to get out of a way of thinking where you might be thinking negative at this time, where you're thinking to yourself, oh, things aren't working or things aren't going my way. No, you just need to have a plan, okay? If you can make a plan, then you can execute the plan and you can have the results you're wanting. But you got to start to make a plan. Planning is going to be your best friend at this time. I feel like that you need to also have vision as well, okay? Now, when I look into your realms of health, things that you've been wanting is going to be coming in for you, okay? So it's like maybe you've been wanting to let's keep the same topic going, drop some weight, right? Maybe even wanting to advance in some areas of your health, but there's been like these opposition against you. I feel like that you're finally going to start to see the change that you're wanting happen for you at this time. You know, let me get this ready for you. I usually don't do this, but let me go ahead and get this ready for you, family. Give me the spiritual meaning behind 10-7-3. Give me the spiritual meaning behind that. I want you to put the numbers all together as well and give me that meaning right there. Yeah, so now in your realms of or your overall spirit message, what I would say when I look at this right here for you is I feel like that as you bring a close to the old things in your life, you know, and you stop thinking in negative patterns, okay? Because I feel like a lot of this has to do with patterns for you. You know, you need to start watching yourself because you tend to do things in these patterns. I feel like things will work out for you. You know, I feel like that you need to be in the energy of how can I get things better for myself. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. I feel like that if you, sometimes we really need to be selfish in life. We need to say, what can I really do for myself to get myself in a better position? Because I'm looking fucked up right now. You know what I mean? Things aren't looking as good as they could be looking right now. And I feel like that as you really start to make your plan, that's when you're going to start to see things actually moving for you, okay? I also feel like that that this can happen for you quickly, or this can take a long time. Like I feel like this can happen within next week. If you start making a plan today, you're gonna start seeing results by the um, by the 3rd of November, I would say. Yeah, probably like by the 3rd of November. At like 7 o'clock, you might get some type of information or something like that. Around 7 o'clock, the 3rd of November, it's going to come through. Okay? That's what I'm getting for you at this time in your message, family. Let's go ahead and go to our next one at this time. Now, remember, you guys can send your $25 hollers in to go ahead and get in on the list. Right now, we are knocking off everybody on the free list. After we're done knocking off everybody off the free list, we can then open up and add more people to it. But we got a lot going on. We got Vladimir, the Leo, coming up next. After we knock this out for Vladimir, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 M's in my bank account. Oh, God. In my bank account. Oh, God. Now, we got 12 people left, and then we're going to open up the free readings. So that's probably going to be about another hour or so, and then we'll open up the free readings. So, you know what I'm saying? You guys make sure that you purchase your readings down below if you guys have not. Remember, the readings help to keep us doing live free readings, all right? You know, I love doing live free readings for you guys. So make sure you guys are purchasing your readings down below. You'll see the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle links so that way you guys can purchase your readings today. Whoa. What we got? Okay, let's see what we have for Vladimir Putin. Patrice, yes, I did Patrice already. Oh, well, no, Patrice, you're after Cheetah, so you're coming up. Okay, let's see what we got for Vladimir. In your realms of love, you do have the Three of Swords, so you could definitely have dealt with some type of heartbreaking situation, something that maybe really troubled you. I feel like that this has been going on, though. You know, it's almost like a cloud has been following you, like a dark cloud has been following you for a little while, you know. And I feel like that it's about time you get balance. And the only way you're going to really get balance is by being a bit strong, okay? You know, you got to definitely be stronger in when it comes towards your realms of your love and how you guard your heart, you know, and what you allow around you. You know, there are man-eaters out here, Vladimir, okay? Straight up. There are man-eaters and there are woman-eaters out here. People who will eat you up and chew you up and spit you out. And, you know, they tend to be attractive, okay? Poison usually comes in a pretty color. So it's like they tend to be attractive, but it's like you need to make sure that you're starting to pay attention to these type of things so you're not putting yourself in a loop, you know, going back and forth in the same old loop. Okay, so be strong at this time and move on. I do feel like, you know, especially if you're dealing with a Libra or a Leo at this time, I would suggest that you move on. Okay, now when I look over into your realms of career, I do feel like that you've had difficulties definitely happen in your career this year. You know, maybe the last you know, maybe for a little while now, you've been dealing with some things off balance. I feel like things are going to switch up for you. I do feel like that things are going to really change for you by 2026. By August 2026 is when you're going to see the major change for yourself. You're going to be at way more better than, you know. I feel like right now it's like you're lifting the weights to get stronger. You know, but really you're going to be able to see your strength next year in August. So, you know, I do feel like with this Three of Swords popping up for you in the Justice, it's just saying that, you know, there have been past heartbreaks in your realms of career, but all that's balancing out. You know, I feel like that you did have some karma that was needing to be paid. This could have been from a past life, or this could be from this life, something that you did or whatnot. But I feel like all that's balanced out, and you're going to be able to see some things start to move for you. Realms of health, you do have the strength card. So, you know, if you're on a diet, if you're cutting things out of your life, if you need to do something for your health, make sure you're sticking to it and being strong at this time, not allowing things to knock you off your pivot of your square, but actually going hard for what you know you need to do. Now, overall spirit message, what I feel for you at this time is I feel like the spirits are saying to you, don't look at the past heartbreaks, okay? You know, don't look at your past failures and think that you're a failure, because you're not, you know. try and see things in a balanced position in your life. I feel like that as you can start to balance things out for yourself, or see things, not as negative but as positive. See the negative in things and everything as well, but also see the positive, so that way you can balance things out. I feel like as you're in that energy, that's going to really show your strength and help you to dominate situations. Because while other people are looking at the negative side of things, you're looking at the positive balance as well. So therefore you know your risk and you know how to take action. So I feel like everything's going to be, once again, balanced out for you. There's something about maybe even a sense of like the universe being happy to help you at this time. Over the next 3 months in particular as well, I feel like you're going to be able to experience some good things happen for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you at this time when it comes to jewelry. We have another original in the comments down below. We have, not Cheryl, we did about a reading yesterday. We have Gabriella, the Gemini, coming up next. Let's see what we got for Gabriella, the Gemini. Oh, we're supposed to do the advertisement. All right, let's go ahead and do our advertisement. Let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. Let's see what we have for. Before we do that, I think it was you that I was supposed to play this for you. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say.
All right, let's break down 1073 both individually and as a unified vibration. Individual energies: 10, completion, divine order, and new beginnings birthed from mastery. It's the God number of rebirth. The cycle ends and resets, symbolizing power over your own destiny. 10 carries the 1, initiation, leadership, amplified by the 0, infinite potential, divine backing. Spiritually, it's the creator's signature. When you see 10, it's a reminder that you're shaping your own reality, not reacting to it. 7, hidden wisdom, spiritual insight, initiation through solitude. It's the mystic's number, the energy of divine timing, secret knowledge, and intuitive mastery. 7 appears when you're meant to look within and connect to divine truth beyond the surface world. 3, manifestation, communication, and divine expression. It's the voice of the gods, creativity, joy, prophecy, and the bridge between spiritual realms and human reality. It also reflects the Trinity energy, mind, body, and spirit in alignment. The combined number, 10 plus 7 plus 3 equals 20. 20 holds the vibration of judgment, awakening, and divine accountability. In numerology, 20 reduces further to 2, which represents balance, partnership, and divine harmony. But 20 isn't just 2. It's 2 illuminated by the 0, meaning your relationships, partnerships, and dualities are being guided and purified by a higher hand. Spiritually, this means, open quote, you're in a phase where divine forces are judging what stays and what must go, clearing karmic debris so that balance and peace can manifest. Spiritual synthesis of 1073. 1073 reads like a coded message. Open quote, a divine reset, 10, guided by hidden wisdom, 7, to express and manifest your purpose, 3. Close quote. It signals that you've completed an old soul lesson and are entering a higher level of mastery, one where your inner vision and spiritual insight, 7, are now being grounded into creative manifestation, 3. You're stepping into a new phase of divine co-creation, where your words, rituals, and energy create reality instantly. In short, open quote, 10 to 7 3 equals the completion of one path, spiritual initiation into divine wisdom, and expression of your higher purpose. It's the frequency of a magician evolving into a prophet. Close quote. You want me to decode it next as a sigil formula or angelic demonic code, like how you'd use it in magical numerology?
Nope. Okay, that's what I'm got for you on today, family. Hope that resonates for you guys. All right, so I'm gonna take a little break real quick. I'll be back later on, man. I'll see you guys in a few.